Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is petplatypus here, and it's time to review some Yu Yu Hakusho. So, this episode, one part that I kind of have a gripe with, but overall it's actually very strong. We get Yusuke and Kuwabara versus the Toguro brothers. We see that older Toguro can, like, transform his body into all kinds of different things, that I believe we saw a little bit of before with the whole killing of the birds, but now he's turned into, like, swords and shit, and we see younger Toguro, and he bulks himself up. Crazy, weird collarbone shit going on. Don't know what percent he went to, but yeah. They pretty much just clean Yusuke and Kuwabara's fucking clocks. Like, it's a massacre. They're just getting their asses just stomped all around. And the animation's fine, it's good and everything. We get Yukina, or whatever her name is, thinking about, you know, how this other human tried to help her, and Kuwabara can see the memories because he's all, like, spiritually aware and shit. I love how Kuwabara can just do this stuff. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just, you know, stuff happening with his spirit power, but yeah. So that's happening. He's getting those thoughts from her, and that kind of inspires him. He builds up some more spirit energy. I don't know if this is the same as Yusuke, where it's like he's not using all of it, but then when something happens that makes him use all of it, he's using all of it, or if it's just a power-up or whatever, but it's not like he overwhelms Toguro or anything, but, well, either of them, but, they're pretty much one right now, because he's using the other one as a weapon, but yeah. What they end up doing is, he gets his sword ready. By the way, he uses the same animation to pull out his sword again, and I don't mind animation being used repetitively for, like, one simple action, like, oh, this is the animation when he pulls out his sword, you know, it's real quick and everything. But he can pull out his sword more casually. He does not have to do the whole thing every time, but whatever. Yeah, Yusuke shoots a spirit gun, which hits Kuwabara on the back, but propels him forward, which it's cool. He stabs fucking younger Toguro right through the fucking abs. And that was the one shot. And that's my gripe with the fucking episode. One shot victory. Now, Toguro stays relevant in the story, obviously. I do know that, and he's going to be in, like, the big tournament arc, and he's obviously hasn't shown his full power, but he's just lying on the ground. And his brother, who took no damage, is also just lying on the ground, so maybe it'll be explained, like, oh, we just took the fall or whatever, I don't know. But seriously, one-shotting, one does not simply one-shot Toguro with a stab. That just doesn't happen, but whatever. Maybe they'll explain why they stayed down, I don't know. But he gets stabbed. It was a cool spirit gun combo, even though the spirit gun didn't hurt Kuwabara for some reason. I guess he just chose to have it not... I guess he set it to, like, boost mode instead of damage mode. I have no idea. And then Hiei shows up, saves the sister. The sister actually doesn't know who he is, which is interesting. He says he wants to keep it like that, and, you know, a little bit more characterization to Hiei. Kurama is a fucking dick, because Kurama somehow shows up on some Houdini shit, been there for a while, could have helped, but didn't. Hiei shows up, he's like, oh, I guess my assistance here wasn't needed. It's like, then why'd you show up? Well, you showed up in case you were needed, but if you're already there, you could have done something, and how did you even get there, bro? You're crazy. That was kind of dumb, but not a huge deal. And the sister was with Kuwabara, and they kind of talked, and that was whatever. Let's see, what else happened in this episode? Overall, though, it's mainly the fight, and the fight is pretty good, aside from getting a one-shot victory, but I mean, it's obvious Toguro, they both went easy on Yusuke and Kuwabara, but for sure, and we'll just have to see what happens with them later on in the story, but I think there needs to be an explanation, because one-shotting them like that just makes absolutely no sense. So yeah, I have to see about that, but overall, though, it was actually a great episode. The story arc seems to have wrapped up. There wasn't, like, a lot of closure or anything, but it seems like the story arc's wrapped up. They rescued her. The mob dudes are, you know, that dude got fucked up by Hiei. Not dead, but fucked up by Hiei, and the other dude's the other dude from the Black Club or whatever the fuck, they abandoned him. And the dude with the fucking scar over his eyes all smirking and shit. I feel like he's going to be more important at this point. He has to be. Like, there's too much focus on this guy for him to not be important later, but yeah. Just have to see what happens, but it was definitely good. I think that guy's going to come back. That's interesting. Story progression's really there because, you know, it's finished. The fight's over. They rescued her. The story arc's wrapped up, so really good progression. Good fighting, good animation. It was all around great episode, 8.5 out of 10. My only real gripe is that, you know, that one shot. But it might get explained, and that's what I'm holding out for. It's, you know. But yeah, I still think it was great, so 8.5. My phone just fucking, light just turned off, but whatever. 8.5, and yeah. Now I'll talk about episode 26. Okay, you guys, so episode 26. I have my phone pointed at my face to give me some extra lighting. If that thing goes out like it did at the end of the last little video I just recorded, I'll just fix it, but there'll be some cutting if that happens. Yeah, the main bulk of this episode, though, it's Toguro showing off that he's nobody to be fucked with, which was fairly obvious, but he had to show it off, of course. He basically meets up with Yusuke, and he's like, you know, I only used 20% in our last fight, and here's 60. And he takes down, like, this parking garage, and I'm like, fuck, bro, you're OP. And he's only at 60. It's devastating. He fucking shifts behind Yusuke, and he's just like, there's gonna be a dark tournament. You better train, go there, participate. And if you don't, you're gonna die. All your friends are gonna die. Your dog's gonna die. Your goldfish is gonna die. Your house is gonna get burned down. No, I'm exaggerating. He basically said, I'm gonna kill you and everybody that you know if you don't go to the tournament. We see Kurama and Hiei. They're gonna participate too. Then we get into training montage mode with everybody training for a little while, and that skips 2 months. So we get a 2-month time skip. And they're all the demon dudes are lined up at the boat, ready to get on and go and do their thing. So, did I like this episode? Fuck yes, I liked this episode. Toguro's the power gap is immense. Like, this dude's nobody to be fucked with, like I said before, and Yusuke has a lot to fucking, you know, he has a long way to go. The character does look like a bitch right now, obviously, but it's earned. Like, with Hunter x Hunter, I think it bothered me because it was never earned. It was like every single arc, Gon and Killua would get their asses kicked. It was like, it was never like, oh, that makes sense, or, oh, well, it does make sense, but it's not like they just had an arc prior where they beat up a bunch of dudes and they were actually doing good, and now they're faced with something they can't beat. It's just, they can't beat anybody ever, and it's just weird. They did okay on Greed Island, but, like, I don't know. But yeah, you know, we just had an arc of Yusuke and Kuwabara kicking a bunch of ass, and now they get taken down a peg, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Dog, leave my room. No, but, yeah. It makes a lot of sense for them to get taken down a peg and have to train, and I think this tournament's going to be good. Yeah, it's going to take up a huge chunk of the series, if I remember correctly, from the manga, but I don't remember every fight or anything. I think it's just a really long arc, and Togashi fucking loves tournaments, so yeah. But, anyway, no, there's not that many in Hunter x Hunter, if I remember. I know they had, like, the little competition at the end of the Hunter exam, but there's not a lot of tournaments in Hunter x Hunter, but there was the Heaven's Arena. Anyway, yeah, there's that. There was some Kuwabara stuff with him wanting to be with Yukina, whatever, I mean, it's kind of important to Kuwabara's character, but it's not a huge deal. Hiei doing that weird thing where an evil dude who loves being evil and wants to kill people is like, I don't want my family knowing that I'm fucking a convicted felon, and it's like, well, if you feel so shitty about being a convicted felon, then why were you one? Like, you seemed pretty damn evil when you fought Yusuke, and then my camera does, or not my camera, my phone does the thing, hold on. Okay, it's fixed. I don't know why I said hold on, it's just gonna be like a quick cut, but whatever. Yeah, I'm already done with this review pretty much. I thought it was a pretty good episode. I'd give it like a 7, no, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. It was a very good episode, which I give almost all of Yu Yu Hakusho episodes. Gee, I wonder if it's a very good series, you know what I mean? But yeah, the power gap, awesome. Toguro, awesome. Dark tournament setup, awesome. Training montage, 2-month time skip. Genkai's in the tournament, they're hiding her face. Stupid, you can tell who it is immediately. But yeah, that'll get revealed eventually, I'm sure. It was really, like, really though, you didn't even change, like, the lower part of the clothing, just covered up your face. Like, wow, I can't believe fucking Kuwabara doesn't recognize, but then again, he's kind of dumb, so yeah. But anyways, like I said, 8 out of 10, very good episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. So, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of these episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.